Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hey guys, my name is Frank Cava, and I am today's host of the REI Classroom. What we're going to be talking about today is how to raise capital.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more.
Let me just give you a quick insight to what I do and what I'm trying to raise capital for, and hopefully we can deliver this in a way that will help you in your business. So I run a full-service real estate investment company. What that means is we send out direct mail, we do wholesale, fix and flips, and rentals. What we're going to be focusing on today is how to raise capital for either fix and flips or for rentals. Now, they're both similar, but they're a little different, and there's some art in how you present both in order to get the money that you need. The question that I'm asked the most about, though, is how do you raise capital for fix and flip deals? So we'll talk about that, and at the end, I'll show you how to link the two of the rentals. So here's how it starts, and this is how it works for me. The first thing is I'm always prepared to talk about what I do for business, okay? And what I do is what I just explained to you, but a cooler way to say it is I do just like they do on TV. I take old houses, I add value, and I sell them and make a huge profit. And I will be able to say that at a drop of a hat to anybody. They call that an elevator speech because if you only had a couple of seconds in an elevator with someone, you need to properly convey what you do. And if I'm ever asked invariably about what I do, that is how I present it. I use that line right there. The other thing that I talk about is our track record. So I always use very specific results. And the reason for that is in talking about myself and my business, if I give specific successes, people that might want to invest money, this will just kind of plant in the back of their head. The other thing I talk about is returns. So I will say, we pay between this percent and this percent. And the upside of that, again, is the fact that if it's somebody who may have some extra money, or they may not, or they may know somebody, if you just plant the seed in their brain about how much it is that you do pay, the light bulb will go off eventually, and they may come back to you and ask for some of that money, or for some returns on their money. The other thing I talk about is our success rate. We've been doing this for a very long time. We have a 0% default rate, which means we paid everybody back 100% of what they were owed, plus the interest that we promised. So we make sure that we mention that. So I'm going to, at the end, put a really pretty bow on this and give you my speech. And you can mimic it and then alter it the way that it fits you. The other thing that I think is really important to realize is that you may say, hey, Frank, great, you have a ton of experience. I don't. How do I implement this into my business, not knowing as much as what you know? The answer is this. You can always use a speech like mine. You can curtail it to your life. And you can also say, instead of using real stats that you're doing, you can say, I've been educated by people who have done this many deals. And if you spin it that way, you get to use the accomplishments of others while you are, in fact, pitching for a little bit of capital for your business. I hope that makes sense. One of the courses that I offer, if you're ever interested, just reach out to these guys and they can get it from me, and I'll be happy to share it with you, is a course that's called the elevator speech on how to raise private capital. And it's the cornerstone of how I go about raising money. It's worked for me. I've raised millions of bucks that way, and I know it will work for you. So let's backtrack and do this. How do you raise capital? Again, it's a quick elevator speech, And this is what mine sounds like. Hey, thanks so much for taking an interest in what it is that I do. Have you ever seen those shows on cable TV that people take old, crappy houses, they fix them up and make huge profits? Well, that's what I do simply. I do a bunch of those a year, somewhere between 15 and 30, depending on the year. I run a whole real estate business around it, but that's the crux of what it is that we do. Over the past 5 years, we've done over 200 of these deals. Of the 200 that we've done, more than 90% of them have sold in less than 30 days. And anyone who's ever invested with us, we borrow money sometimes from private people. We pay somewhere between 6 and 12%, depending on the deal and the length and terms. But anyone who's ever lent us money has always gotten back their full investment with interest. We have a 0% default rate in the past 5 years. That's my speech. Again, you can curtail it. If you ask me to do it again in 5 minutes, it probably sounds a little bit different because it's guidelines and parameters, but not exactly the same. And if you use those in your business, you can raise tons of cash. So again, my name is Frank Cava. You can find me at theexperiencedinvestor.com, and I'll look forward to seeing you again real soon. Thanks.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. Real estate investing can be a lonely business for successful real estate investors, but it doesn't have to be. Investor Fuel members meet 4 times a year, but we talk to each other 365 days a year, and we focus on improving the profitability of our businesses, improving the quality of our lives. That's why we do this, right? And making an impact on those around us so we can truly leave a legacy. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of flipnerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of flipnerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at flipnerd.com. Please check out the Flipnerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at flipnerd.com/shows, or simply search for Flipnerd in the iTunes store.